Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahushai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahushai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shema, this week's topic is going to be entitled, Why Are Black People in This Low State? Why are black people, quote unquote, in this low state? And the reason I'm titling it that, using the word black people instead of Israelites, specifically the tribe of Judah. But really, this goes into all the kingdoms. All the tribes are in a pretty much low state right now. This was a question posed to Myron Gaines. He's a co-host of the Fresh and Fit podcast. He had finished a particular part of the show, and he was just taking questions from the listeners. And one of the listeners posed that question, like, Myron, why do you think it is? Like, why do you think black people are in such a low state? Like, why is this going on? Why are they so crazy? Why are they so fucked up, pretty much? Mentally, all the type of stuff. And Myron said, feminism. He said, feminism, bro. Giving women all this power breaks up the family. That's just a part of it. It's feminism. It's welfare. Different sorts of things. And then the guy goes, but do you think there's a greater do you think there's a greater nefarious force behind that, roughly paraphrasing? And Myron just chalked it up to feminism. Now there is a greater nefarious person plotting these things upon our people, specifically the tribe of Judah, just for the lesson right now, and that's the so-called white man. These welfare SNAP programs, all these benefit programs are not to benefit you, because if they did, think about this, why is welfare generational, right? If it's supposed to help you get out your condition and such, why does it become generational? Because if you step back and look at it, it really incentivizes you to be a failure. It incentivizes you to not strive to be better, because if you strive to be better, those goodies will be taken away. So the so-called white man, he did that first to the Native Americans, which are the tribe of Gad, the welfare system, because with the welfare system, they'll benefit you in this way, saying, look, we'll give you such and such, but you can't have a particular family income, meaning get the father out the house, and the father provides more than just financial stability, right? Two-parent households decrease the likelihood of your child becoming degenerate. This is just the statistics. The so-called white man breaks it up. So, but who's the ultimate puppeteer above the so-called white man is the Heavenly Father, and that's what I want to get into, okay? The Heavenly Father is the one that puppeteered the so-called white man to have this perpetual hatred, Ezekiel 35 and 5, okay, and to come up with these crafty counsels that we read about in Psalms the 64th chapter, to destroy our people. And how do I know, first and foremost, that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the tribe of Israel, and specifically Judah being the Negroes here in America? Well, when I read the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 16, it says, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So the Spirit itself bear witness. Now, what is the Spirit? I'm going to read it. Revelations 19 and 10 reads, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, seest thou doeth not? Right? So don't worship me. I'm an angel. I'm a brother just like you. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Notice I said Yahushua, not Jesus. Yah meaning he, Yahushua means deliverer. Okay, that's the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, spoken in the Lashon Kodash, or the Holy Tongue. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so the prophecies that we read about in the Bible concerning the Lord's chosen people are being fulfilled by the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and let me read one of them. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, that power, to observe, to do all his commandments and statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right? So the reason this is happening, the reason the so-called white man is getting away with doing what he's doing, you might say, damn, he's doing that to the Lord's people, and why is this happening? Ezra asks the same question. A lot of people ask the same. The apostles, like, if we know with the Most High's people, why is this happening? Because it is prophecy. Okay? That's how come our people are going through what they're going through. It is prophecy. We did not obey the words of the Heavenly Father. That's how come we're cursed. And when I say we, okay, I'm speaking our people as a whole, okay, because I understand that every single Israelite is going to be struggling, you know. Really, the thing is, as fucked up as America it is a land of opportunity. This is why the scriptures call it the Golden City. America is one of the few places in the world where you almost have to choose really to not make money, in a sense, because there's so many, like, let's say for example, right, losing weight is very simple. Calories in versus calories out, very simple. Getting rich is very simple. Having more income than you spend, right? That's it. Having more income than you spend over a long period of time, that's how you get wealthy, right? To lose weight, less calories you consume, and the more you burn, you lose weight. Both are simple, but both are not easy. America is one of the few places in the world where the likelihood of you being able to achieve this is actually pretty fucking high. There's not many places in the world where you can say, I'm gonna jump on an app, pick up groceries, and deliver to people and make money. Or I'm gonna make a career out of playing video games. There's just so many different avenues to make money. So that is much different than the tribes that are in third world countries, right? I myself from Jamaica, and I can tell you firsthand, one of the most frustrating things is wanting to work and not being able to. That's like one of the most frustrating things. Like, you want to work, you're trying to provide, but the jobs and the opportunities are just not there. So what happens is a lot of the tribes will come here to America and become successful because their work ethic is, they understand what it's like to truly not have, like, no lights, you know, what, like, you know, coming from a harder situation, they take very much advantage than some of the jakes that are born here. So when Myron also says that you have certain jakes that have like a victimhood kind of mindset, he's saying it from that point of view, where, like, bro, like, step back and look at the opportunity you have when other people don't. And there is some truth in that. However, you have people that come from the islands and still can't get ahead, no matter how hard you work. A lot do, though, because they know how to save and, you know, different things. But if you're wondering why you never get to the potential of, let's say, the so-called white man, one, they have a head start with slavery. So, because you already know how inheritance work, you pass down to the next generation, they're able to build. Where in a lot of our people, we don't get a chance to pass down anything because our mindset is warped. All these different things that the so-called white man has implemented, okay? And first and foremost, this was ordained of the Heavenly Father. I'm going to continue reading it. It's going to say verse 16, okay? It says, curse shalt thou be in the city, and curse shalt thou be in the field. So it doesn't just stop at finances, okay? Look at our health. Look at the shit that we eat. Look how we destroy ourselves. Look at the social media we consume. Our people are completely bugged out. The scriptures tell us in the book of Hosea 4:6 that our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Okay, so it's not just about getting ahead financially, because guess what? A wicked ass nigga could get ahead financially, right? selling drugs, doing all types of illegal, nefarious activity, guess what's his outcome going to be? Gunned down. And he's going to probably foster some baby mamas, and he's going to die, and guess what? Those kids are going to grow up with a father, and the cycle continues. So a lot of it doesn't just, our pockets, yeah, but a lot of it is our mental condition. Our people are really in a fucked up state. The men are very emotional. Why? Because no father in the house, niggas killing each other because you stepped on their shoes and shit like that, or bumped them in a club and risking their entire life. That type of stuff is a very irrational, emotional decision. Okay? But again, it is a curse, and the Most High did use a nefarious figure, the so-called white man. All right? And I'm not gonna just put it all on the so-called white man in the sense, because if you read the scriptures, we went off. The Most High told us when we go off, he's gonna fuck us up. He used the white man as a tool. Now, this is where Esau fucked up. If I go to jail and a prison guard, is to just, put me in prison or whatever, he doesn't have the right to beat me and stomp me the shit out and stomp me the fuck out if I'm not doing nothing. So the so-called white man took it overboard. So now he gotta play double. You see? So that's just the Most High's trick bag. 7, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Right, like I said, you do have outliers amongst Israel that have opened up shops, opened up business, or what have you, but you notice it's not similar to the nations. And for that guy to even ask that question, people know there's a certain stigma about being a so-called black man in America. A lot of negative stigmas, right? And you have a lot of Israelites, a lot of Jakes that fulfill these stereotypes and kind of take glory in that, right? Glory in drilling, glory in being a nigga, glory in being the worst of the worst, and rap about it because that's what they seeing. And guess what? Like I said, it's a multitude of different factors, because let's say you have Jakes that's putting out positive music or a positive message or trying to get, they're not going to get any fucking radio time. And who controls the radio? Them so-called Jews who are trying to destroy our people. So you see it's an amalgamation of many of these things, but it stems back to the curses of the Heavenly Father. And you can't escape it, no matter, like I said, look at the tribes. Look at the 12 tribes sought, the true people of the Lord. If you look at whatever country we're in, okay, we going through it. We catch a hell. 18, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. And like I just said, health is wealth, so it doesn't just stop at your pockets. Our body is fucked up. Like I said, man, the choices we make to eat. Like, let's go back to that whole food stamp shit. The food stamps give you what? Hot pockets, honey buns, and I remember seeing that shit, man. One of my neighbors, she had that shit. And as a kid, I thought, damn, how's she getting all these goodies? But really, I'm looking back like, yo, she was feeding her kids a bunch of poison. But you thinking you getting ahead. That's how the so-called white man deceives. You think you're getting ahead, but really, you're just getting free poison to destroy and fuck your head up and fuck your body up. So cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. And me and my wife, we noticed something when we were upstate, that when you go to certain places where Jake isn't, one, it's a lot cleaner, right? Because you do have niggas that just fuck shit up. Yeah, we in hell, but the so-called white man ain't telling you to piss in the fucking elevator in the project, so these niggas be bugged out. But one thing we did notice was the food choices. Far more organic options, and it's a lot cheaper than when it's in the hood. For some reason, they create that to where, like, if you in the hood, we're going to put the organic shit, but it's going to be super expensive. Okay? Or different, healthier options, but it's going to be super expensive. And then Jake, being Jake, you could actually get those options and put the work in, but they saying, fuck it. I'm going to just get the sheep shit and be a nigga anyways. So, that's what I'm saying. It's the Heavenly Father, man. It's the Heavenly Father. Because look, the Most High blessed us with this truth and woke us up, and we don't condone in that bullshit. I hope brothers ain't busting down McDonald's all day and shit, and destroying your temple. But at least the Most High gave us a chance to open up our eyes to this stuff. That's how come we get into health, we get into herbs, we even get into the finances, we get into all these different things, how to improve yourself, so-called. But it's ultimately up to the Most High to how far the extent of that goes. Because even though we're doing the work of the Heavenly Father, we're Israelites, and we're not gonna escape these curses nonetheless. It don't matter if you're serving the Most High, because the Most High judges the people as a whole. And that's what I'm saying. I'm judging the tribes as a whole. I know you have successful Israelites amongst all the 12 tribes that are doing extremely well, extremely hard work, and the Most High bless them, all that type of stuff. I know, I got family members. But you can't say, just because this situation is going down like that, that this is how it's playing out for all our people. So that's what I'm getting into. I'm getting into the fact that we are cursed, who the Most High used, okay, and why the Heavenly Father cursed us. So let me start jumping. Since I'm about to hit my destination, I guess I'll read a couple more verses before I close out. Verse 19, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. You know, like, look at this whole abortion thing, man. You know, this is how crafty the so-called white man is, right? You put up Kamala Harris, right, which is a so-called Jew, right? But, you know, you tell people that she's a black woman, right? And you have her run on abortion, right? Run on abortion. So the main argument was, if I can't commit abortion, you're taking my rights away as a woman. You know, my body, my choice. When we're in, it's not truly your body, right? Because the baby can't live unless it's inside the womb. However, you could still live if that baby's outside your womb. It's not like they're taking out a lung or a heart where you need that body part to survive. So it's not your body. But nevertheless, these women are so warped, especially the nigga woman, that she never think, who commits the most abortion? It is you. The so-called black woman commits the most abortions. And they say the most dangerous place for a black man is inside a black woman's womb. So you're running and pushing and petitioning and fighting to make sure that you kill more of your own people. And that's how crafty the so-called white man. That's Satan right there, man. Satan's whole job is not to trick you into eating a poisonous apple. Satan's job is to let you know that apple is poisonous, but make you love to want to eat it. And that's how the so-called white man operates. And it says, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. So we've come in the world fucked up, and a lot of times we leave this world with a lot of ailments, a lot of sicknesses, a lot of debt. This dude, that guy, something Fox, I forgot his name, that old diarist, and he came and took the fucking ring off his finger in his coffin. So it's the curses why our people are like this, okay? It's the curses. The Heavenly Father's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua curses that he done put upon our people. But I'm going to close on a positive note, and that positive note is this. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 5. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, which is the land of Israel. That's why the land of Israel over there is going through so much war, because the Most High didn't put those people over there. The Balfour Declaration did. It says, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. So blessings will come, brothers and sisters. And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart, your mind, all right? Meaning giving us a heart of flesh. To further elaborate, we're not going to go off. We're going to be perfect. And the heart of thy seed to love the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Meaning no more niggas in the world. Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? No more niggas. You could just deal with a Jake and you don't have to think anything nefarious, or walk through a Jake neighborhood and don't have to have your guard up. It says, and the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. So it's going to flip. So in the kingdom, they're going to be the one like, damn, how come we could never be on an Israelite level? You know, they're going to be the ones going off, tense around like, you know, their own people. Because they looking all, you know, because the scriptures tell you that, your eye shall be evil towards your brother. Jake be having that evil eye towards each other. Love killing one another. All goes back to the curses. This is why we're bugged out. This is why mentally, spiritually, physically we fucked up. 8. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the power, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day. So the Heavenly Father is going to turn things around, and we just have to be patient. And we shall be delivered very soon. As soon as this place gets out of here, destroyed, Yahushua come to rule, and we're going to be joint heirs, and things are going to be turned right side up. With that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rachak Kodash. God belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing now, most truth and sincerity. Shalom.